Welcome back to the Skift Daily Briefing. It's Tuesday, July 7th. I'm Sarah Dandashy, and today, Marriott outspent every hotel brand on TV and still got outreached by Airbnb at the World Cup. Airlines are buying naming rights to concert venues and calling it a loyalty strategy, and extended stay hotels are having their best run in 4 years. Let's get into it. So, first up, Marriott spent more than $40 million in national TV ads in the first half of 2026, more than any other hotel company. And they ran World Cup spots, sponsored stadium placements, ran sweepstakes for match tickets. By any traditional measure, a serious marketing investment. But then there's Airbnb, one World Cup ad, What the World Gets, ran 118 times and pulled 237 million impressions. Marriott's two World Cup spots combined drew 113 million. Airbnb spent 7.4 million and nearly doubled Marriott's reach. So the lesson isn't that Marriott wasted money, it's that Airbnb made a focused bet on one moment and they won it. Marriott spread its budget across the whole portfolio. Airbnb pointed most of its firepower at its biggest sports moment of the year. So for anyone thinking about marketing strategy, focus beats budget. A single well-timed, well-targeted campaign can outperform a much larger spend that's spread too thin. Next up, airlines are quietly turning theaters and concert halls into loyalty real estate, and it's more sophisticated than just putting their name on a building. So British Airways just opened the BA Arc, a 38,000 capacity concert venue in West London's new Olympia Entertainment District. Members get reserved ticket access at every show. They earn Avios on food and drinks inside, and a full British Airways theater is opening in 2027, the largest permanent theater built in London in nearly 50 years. Delta has a branded hospitality club at the Las Vegas Sphere. Cathay Pacific partnered with Andrew Lloyd Webber's theaters in London, letting members use Asia Miles for tickets and access to dedicated VIP lounge at the London Palladium for just £10. The strategy is deliberately different from sports sponsorships, which skew male and are getting increasingly crowded and expensive. Theaters reach more balanced, affluent audiences, and they let airlines build relationships on days when people aren't flying anywhere. What does this ultimately mean? Well, loyalty programs used to be about points per mile, but now they're becoming lifestyle platforms. And the airlines embedding themselves into culture year-round are building something much harder for a competitor to copy. And finally, extended stay hotels are on a run. Demand grew 6.2% in May, the strongest monthly gain in more than 4 years. Occupancy is sitting at 77%, more than 12 percentage points above conventional hotels. And here's a setup that should get developers' attention. The supply pipeline is actually thinning. High construction costs and interest rates have slowed new builds. Full year 2026 room additions are expected to come in below the long-term average for the fourth straight year. So when demand is accelerating and supply is decelerating, that's a classic setup for pricing power, likely opening up in 2027. Now, the demand drivers are real and durable. Workforce housing needs, displaced residents, long-term project workers. Extended stay has grown demand for 41 of the last 42 months. This isn't a blip. In a nutshell, extended stay might be the least glamorous segment in hospitality right now, and possibly the most attractive opportunity for investors heading into next year. Well, that's it for your Skift Daily Briefing. For more industry news, head to skift.com and subscribe at skift.com/daily. Thanks so much for listening.